Yes, I'm Dr. Connie Meyer. I'm here today to talk to you about thesis statements. I titled my presentation, "What's This About?" The thesis statement, because that's exactly what a thesis statement is supposed to represent, what the paper is about. A thesis statement, a thesis is the main point or subject of an essay. The thesis is defined by the thesis statement. A thesis statement, usually found at the first of each paragraph of an essay or similar document, summarizes the main points and argument of the author. Usually no more than 3 or 4 sentences long, the function of a thesis statement is to introduce the reader to the purpose of the document and outline the major topics that will be covered to that purpose. Because a thesis statement informs the reader what will be presented or argued, it should be stated fairly early in the introduction of the essay. In casual terms, a thesis statement is an abbreviated version of the main theme of an essay, much like the answer to the question, what is this essay about? Try to envision if your friend asks you in the hall, well, what is your paper about? The statement that you make to your friend in casual talk would be your thesis, an example of your thesis statement. There are several basic questions you can ask yourself if you're trying to determine if your thesis statement is effective. A few questions are, does it answer the specific question put forth in the essay? Are you answering your prompt thoroughly? Does it defend an argument, or does it take a position that can be challenged? You don't want to argue that motherhood is important in the United States. It can't be disputed. You might ask yourself, is the thesis statement specific enough? It cannot be too vague that it doesn't address the prompt. Does your thesis statement pass the so what test? Does it answer the question so what? Does it information or argument matter? Have you collected enough data? Does your essay support a thesis specifically and without digression? Your thesis statement needs to be concise and does not need to veer too much off track. Does the thesis statement pass the how and why test? A thesis statement must answer any how or why questions. If it does not, it's too vague or incomplete. Thesis statements are the foundation for all academic essays in every field of study, so it's important to have a clear understanding of what they represent and how they work. If the thesis statement matches the body of the essay, explains the main point of the essay in a concise manner, and helps the reader understand what to expect from the essay, it has achieved its purpose.